Say substance. When you prophesy, God brings sinews. When you prophesy, God brings substance. I'm going to offend you now with some things I will say. I will offend you. Yes. Sir, are you aware? Degrees, certificates, academic certification without corresponding achievement is charismatic affliction. Can I repeat that? Academic certification, degrees without certificate is charismatic affliction. Queen's English without bank account is incantation. Queen's English without a corresponding bank account is incantation. Am I talking to somebody here? The value for every effort is substance. Oh my God, I nobody's phone I'm talking about. Somebody says substance. Say substance. You have been in Canada for 15 years. Thank you, sir. You understand all the rudiments of operation. Thank you, sir. You have been from one nation. You stayed in Edmonton. You stayed in Ottawa. You have stayed in Calgary. In fact, you just left Winnipeg. In fact, you have stayed in Vancouver. Thank you, sir. Without substance, you are just a Jala the traveler. Am I talking to somebody here? Without substance, everything is a futility. What? Are you aware? You are not a graduate because you've been in school for 10 years. No, you are not a graduate because you've been in school for 10 years. You are a graduate because you left school with a certificate. Somebody say substance. Say substance. He said, as I prophesy, flesh. There are people today. Why was the young man called prodigal? He was called prodigal son, not because he asked for what rightfully belonged to him. Was because in Luke 15 from verse 10, he wasted his substance on riotous living. There are people today, the enemy is contending with their substance. No substance. The enemy is contending with achievement, nothing tangible. They are putting years to life without corresponding returns. They are putting labor to life without corresponding returns. They have struggled without corresponding returns. They have put in effort into ventures without corresponding return. There is a spirit contending your substance. There's a spirit contending your achievement. There's a spirit contending your advancement. Today, as you hear the sound of my voice, you enter your season of substance. I say enter your season of substance. 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 Are you aware? All the battle in the life of Job was to bring his substance under contention. Yes. Satan said, Job serves you because of substance. Job 1 verse 10. To serve God. Hear me. In Exodus chapter 3 verse 12, he said, I will give these people favor, that when they leave, they shall not leave empty. You can't be redeemed and be empty-handed. Which I'm talking to somebody here. You are not redeemed to reduce. Redemption is not reduction. Everyone who has labored in life and the enemy has contended with your substance, the enemy has contended with your achievement, today let there be restoration. I said let there be restoration. Take your seat. I see ministers of God who are bowing down to location. Oh, Canada, they are not serious. Oh, UK ministry is hard. Oh, this country, things are... No, sir! I began to pray a prayer recently in my state. I said, God, give me the tithes of this state. Give me the tithes. The labor of the foolish, weary every one of them, because he knoweth not how. There is a how to get things done. There's a how to get things done. The labor of the foolish. How can you live a life 25 years in a location, nothing to show, nothing tangible, and to you it has become a normal thing? Am I talking to somebody here? It has become normal because there is a power at work contending. You see, be seated. In my city, watch this. In my city, in the late 90s, when we started using commercial flights, you know, they do something. The airlines will do something. They will keep the first 3 seats. They sell others, but they'll keep the first 3 seats. Wait for the dying moment, and they'll sell it 3 times the price. When you are desperate, they say, "Oh, the airlines are full." No, say, well, there is seat 1, 2, 3, but it's 3 times, so you pay. You are desperate at that time. So I needed to get a seat like that some years ago, and I said I will pay double. There was a man who said he would pay double. It was 2 seats. I said I will pay. They said 3 times. I said I will pay. The man said he will pay. And they said, well, who has money to pay times 4? When the man said times 4, I respected myself. This was 1999. I just said that. So he paid for the seat, and the second seat was vacant. When we got into the plane, he looked at me. He said, this was 99. He said, young man, are you the one dragging seat with me? You don't know me. I said, no. You've not met me. I said, no. You've not heard of me. I said, no, sir. Who are you? And he mentioned his name and rang a bell. I said, oh, is that you? He said, yes. And he said something. He said, if it was when I was myself, who are you? I said, sir, calm down. We are seated. And I said, no, I just felt bad. And he told me a story. He had 3 private jets. He was a multi-billionaire. He was so blessed. His mother died. He traveled to his hometown to have his mother buried. As soon as the burial was over, he returned back to Benin City, stranded. His companies began to fold. His investments were packing up. So it's as though as they buried his mother, they buried his wealth. Lost substance, gone. Everything lost. Sir, we are in a generation. Life is spiritual. For you to walk in this life without the consciousness of spiritual operations is exercise in futility. Life is spiritual. There are things that needs to be handled if physical achievement must be a reality. There are spiritual alignments and things that need to be corrected if physical achievement will be a reality. There are people that walk into location 2 years, things are happening. 3 years, things are happening. And some others walk into that same place 20 years, nothing is happening. Am I talking to somebody now? Am I talking to somebody now? Am I talking to somebody now? It's a function of your understanding of the spirit of substance. I prophesy, everyone under the sound of my voice, enter your season of substance. Enter your season of substance. Receive grace for substance. Receive grace for substance. Receive grace for substance. Take your seat. In John chapter 3, if you get back home, you can read it. The Bible says, he that has the bride is the bridegroom, and he that standeth by him and watcheth, standing idle. But he that has the bride is the bridegroom. I preached a message some years ago, from best man to bridegroom. Are you aware that the best man in the wedding does all the job? He would stand by the groom, clean up his sweat, stand by him, make sure he's okay. But he that has the bride is the bridegroom. Yes. So no matter your struggle in life, without achievement, you are considered idle. Nobody's what I'm talking about. With all your struggle in life, are you aware, when you are filling a form, there's a spot for occupation, and it has no respect for how many years you have looked for a job. Occupation, there is nothing like if you have been looking for a job in brackets, state it. is wired to ask you for substance. And there are people who are looking at their lives and they are genuinely putting effort and they have not been corresponding returns. I came for you tonight. And I came to decree tonight. I'm telling you, what you couldn't get in years, what you couldn't get in over a decade, in the couple of weeks coming, God will bring it your way. God will bring it your way. Heaven will bring it your way. Glory will bring it your way. I said God will bring it your way. 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 Somebody shout, I receive. I receive. I receive. I receive. Take your seat. Sinews, substance. Someone walked into my office on Sunday. She did send me a message and said, it's very urgent, I want to see you. I said, sure, come to church on Sunday. After the service, before I travel, we could see. So she came. I like testimonies. I don't like complain. I know some people can complain. I have people in church I avoid. Their dreams are always very long. And they want to implicate me. Say, Papa, you give a dream that is like 5 minutes, one night. How? You dream. You dream. You woke up, you went to use the restroom, you came back, you continued the dream. So she came and she said, 11 years ago, you were preaching, I was crying. You were preaching, I was crying. And during the time of prophecy, you held my hand and said, in the coming years, God will give me value. She was married to a man who turned his back on her, abandoned her and the children. She was married to a man she labored and struggled with, abandoned. And she wants to see me. So we began to talk. So I said, okay, why are you here? And she told me what the Lord has made her in the oil sector, in our country's oil sector. She's one of the 3 people that determine what happens there. And there's a man that needed an LPO to be signed. And the man came to her. And the man, she wouldn't attend to the man. So the man used my name. He said, Apostle is my father. So she came to see me to talk to me about that man. I should be careful. Who was the man? The same man that turned the back on her. So I put a call to him. I called him. I said, is this lady? We used to be married. But Papa, help me now. Talk to her. I need this thing. I said, Oga, you no go walk. You no go walk. And some people should be made to feel the pain of their wickedness. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There are. When you shatter emotions, feel a fraction of the pain. We don't want you to go to hellfire. So you experience earth fire here, so you escape hellfire there. Some people, you break somebody's heart, experience a tiny fraction, small, just small. So you know how it feels, because we are in a world that if the wicked are not dealt with, wickedness become legalized. As merciful as God is, there is something called hellfire.
Thank you for watching this video. I believe you have been restored and empowered. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. If you want to be lifted again, watch the video next to this one. Always remember, restoration is possible.